So my screen time basically looks like scrolling is my full-time job, and I don't like that. I don't like that I realized that. So I want to do a phone-free weekend and just use that time to rediscover my hobbies and like read and play games, and I think it'll be great. Good morning. So I actually accidentally did a phone-free day yesterday because I woke up and my phone was at 3%, and once I plugged it in charge, I just it's like out of sight, out of mind with me. And it was so nice. I did other things. I got some good time into the book that I'm reading that I seemingly never had time for, but I had like hours to scroll TikTok. And so I just want to do that more. And I don't know. I feel like it'll be really healthy for my brain, especially because I realized that I was kind of using the phone as a distraction because my TMJ was really bad and I didn't want to focus on the pain. But I started doing these neck stretches and they helped immensely. Like within a week, the 3-month TMJ problem that I had has dramatically reduced. So now I can actually focus on things that aren't just like sucking the soul out of my brain. So I have some good hobbies planned for today. I have a Lego set that I want to work on. Will got it for me as a Valentine's Day gift last year and I haven't used it yet because then it'll be done. So I'm just trying to get over that because it's very silly, but I just don't want it to be over. But since Valentine's Day is in a couple days, it seems as good a time as any to do it. And I want to make some more progress on my book because it needs to go back on Valentine's Day. So I want to go get some more from the library tomorrow. And I still have like 5 hours left in my book. It's a chunky one, but we can chat about that later. Probably just do some browse. We're gonna go to Target to get some supplies to make buffalo chicken dip because it's the Super Bowl today. And the only thing I look forward to with football is that I get to make buffalo chicken dip and eat it. I also feel like in winter, just because I feel like I'm stuck inside more, my screen time goes way up. I just do not have the desire to put on the layers required to go outside. And January was super rough. It was so cold in Chicago. We had low single-digit days. And I was just like, what am I doing? Oh my gosh, what am I doing with these wings? Okay. These wings are looking a little eldritch. They kind of turn tentacly at the end, which is fitting with the book that I'm reading. But I think that's all I want to do. Oh, I should probably powder. I'm looking very moist. I just got this Hourglass setting powder and I tried it for the first time yesterday and I really like it. It's not too light for my skin. I got the translucent medium shade and it has a little bit of yellow honey coloring. It's really nice. To Target. So now is when I would usually scroll while eating my lovely apple Danish, but instead I'm gonna do some reading on my Kindle. So I'm trying to get back into reading this year, and I read 3 books in January, which was doing really well for me because I'd had the same books checked out from the library since August, and I just kept renewing them for 6 months. And then finally I finished it in January. That was The Little Sister by Raymond Chandler. I've been reading just all of his novels, and I think I'm on the 6th or 7th one, so I'm wrapping it up, but I just got kind of stuck there in my brain and I was just like, I don't want to read. And then once I started doing it again and just trying to make a habit of it, I was like, this is amazing just to be transported. So I followed that up with The Hike, and I picked that one because people said, on the jacket it says reminiscent of early Chuck Palahniuk, and I was like, oh, I love early Chuck Palahniuk, let me check it out. And I think they kind of just meant that it's like a little weird, the premise, but like the writing style is not nearly as like descriptive and out there as Chuck's. So it was just like a kind of fun, light read. It really went through a bunch of different kind of vignettes, basically, so it was really easy to just kind of tear through and see what's coming next. So I kind of liked having that to get me just on track of reading more. And then after that, I read The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and Will had read that before me and was like, oh, I think you'll like this, because I love mystery books. That's why I'm reading all those Raymond Chandlers. And so this was just like, it was honestly a little scary how much I wanted to keep reading it, because I wanted to figure out what was happening, and I was just staying up so late, just like, so replacing my little screen time addiction with a book addiction, but I feel like that's a little better. And now I'm reading Kraken by miéville, and I love his writing so much. The City is the first book that I read by him, and it just opened my eyes. I was like, you can write like this? Like, the only people that I know that just write in such like weird and fun ways was like early Chuck Palahniuk. So I just am really looking for writers like that who just have fun with words. But this one is about kind of like a squid cult is kind of the setting, and basically they worship a kraken, and this giant squid had been put in a museum, basically representing their god, and it goes missing and it was stolen, and that kind of brings about the end of the world. And so we're kind of trying to get back the kraken, figure out who took it. It was a bit of a slow start because it kind of drops you in. The main character is kind of a fish out of water, and it's just like, why am I in this? And you know, I don't really love characters that are just like, no, I want to go back to my normal life. I'm just like, just get on board with the story, please. Like, stop trying to go to the police, stop trying to go to your old friend. Just jive with it, you know, roll with it. But now he's rolling with it, and so we're having fun. I'm hoping to finish this up between today and tomorrow and get some more books. I have a bunch on hold and like a list of ones that I want to get. I want to read more weird fiction, because that's like the genre of a lot of miéville's books. And they kind of lean, especially this book leans into like the eldritch and kind of like Lovecrafty and stuff. And I want to read more things like that. I don't like that plain stuff. I want to get weird. So I'm going to put this down for now. And Will has been working on a RPG for a while, and so he wants to publish it by Valentine's Day, and I know we can do it. So we're gonna play test it right now, and it doesn't have any dice or anything. It's basically just like a dialogue between two people trying to remember their relationship. So we're gonna set up for that. So this is a 2-player game, and in it you are 2 lovers who are unfortunately dead. But for one night, you're able to come back together and reminisce over different memories and places that you've shared within your life. The initial gameplay, is super simple. You just kind of pick a couple items and places, and from there, we're gonna just have a dialogue. And as players, remember what our characters, how they met, maybe different memories that they've shared. And it's just a really cool look at how different items like a keychain or a lanyard could have such a special meaning between 2 people but mean nothing else to anyone. So we're gonna play that together and see if there are any edits Will wants to make to the gameplay before he publishes on Valentine's Day. We just finished playing and it went so well. I'm like low-key kind of emotional because at the end of it, then the 2 players, your characters that you've made, kind of go back to your resting place and you have made a new memory together. And it's just, I don't know, the dialogue between me and Will when we're playing and you're kind of creating this memory, and it just feels so real. I don't really play role-playing games like this because I just get really nervous with the improv part of it, where there aren't just like clear directions of what exactly world you're living in, like you're kind of making it up, and that makes me feel vulnerable. But when you're playing with someone that you like care about and trust, especially like that you're not going to think you're stupid, it is just so freeing to kind of just go wherever your whims take you and feed off of each other's responses. So it's really fun, and you kind of end up making this little diagram of words and places, adjectives, and through it you create this narrative, like what did you do here, how much time have you guys spent here, like did you have a fight here, what's a food that reminds me of this place. And just through it, the places that we've created in my mind and the scenarios are so vivid, like as if it actually happened. It's just really cool. Yeah, I'm so proud of him. Can't wait for it to be up, and hopefully other people play it as well. But right now I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna make these salmon bowls, and not the Emily Mariko ones, though I do like those, but I'm gonna do like cubes of salmon and season those up and then have it with some edamame and rice. So gonna get cooking. So I've had this for almost a year now, and I haven't wanted to do it because then the experience would be over. But I saw that another YouTuber, Antoki, who does like cozy hobby stuff, so if you're into that, definitely check her out. But I saw that she had a red roses bouquet, like Lego bouquet, and I was like, I want that. And I told Will, and then I was like, but I still haven't done the orchids, so I'm gonna do this one, and then maybe I'll have another Lego floral arrangement to look forward to. But this has just been sitting gathering dust for the past year. I feel so bad. It's so beautiful, and I see so many people that have it on display, and I'm like, that could be us. But I'm not pulling my part. No fault to the Lego at all. So I think I'm gonna do this, chill out for a bit, and listen to some music. I've been on a, I don't know, kind of like older indie kick. I was listening to some Decemberists this week, and I think I'm gonna listen to some old Death Cab. So I'm gonna plug in and Lego out. How do I open this? I just finished the first bag, so now I'm moving on to bag number 2 out of 4. This is so cool. I've never done a Lego thing where you have instructions. I just had like the loose Legos as a kid. So this is like a whole new ball game for me. This is really neat. Let's keep going. So I just finished the base of the orchid, and I'm moving on to bag 3. And this has been so much fun already. Like, this is so freaking cool. And already my like toxic mind is like, but it's almost over. It's like, that doesn't mean we can't still enjoy it, you know, but I'm already dreading when it ends because this is dope. Okay, I just finished the third bag. I put on all the little leaves, and there are even like little buds on the stem. So the last bag is gonna be all of the flowers and stuff, and I think I'm gonna save that for tomorrow because the Super Bowl just started, and it'll also give me something to look forward to. But this is so and it won't be done quite yet. So I'm gonna do that and then probably just relax and read a bit, maybe draw, and I'll probably make the buffalo chicken dip around halftime. So I'll show you that cheesy, melty goodness. Hello, it is Monday and it's the continuation of my weekend because I don't start work till Tuesdays. So I had plans to go to the library today, but they're actually closed today. They're not usually closed on Mondays, but I'm really glad that we checked that out beforehand. So instead we just ran some errands, got some scallops that we're gonna make for Valentine's Day. And I've just been chilling, reading, making some progress on my book. We still haven't found that kraken. But I think now Will and I are gonna play a board game, and we're craving kind of like a worker placement Euro-ish kind of heavy game. So we're gonna play Obsession, which is set in like Victorian England, and you're trying to up the status of your family by courting the right people and doing all the right things. And it's so thematic and fun. So we're gonna break that out. I think Will's reading the rules right now, so let's go catch up with him. So we just picked our starting families, and each family comes with a little bonus, and I am the House of Asquith, and mine comes with the Dowager Countess Asquith lives with the family. So every family gets like a little box with all your starter stuff in it. And so I'll have my little Countess Asquith in here as well. Just like, look at all these little meeples. Anyway, we're gonna get all this set up and then dive in. Okay, we're ready to play now, and just to give you a little overview of like what the game is like, basically you're a family that's kind of down on your luck in society, not as highly regarded as you once were, so you're trying to restore your place, and you're hosting different activities. Like right here I've got, these weren't good ones. Here's a nice one, an afternoon tea. So we're hosting an afternoon tea. We're using some of our servants here to help facilitate the activity, and we're inviting different well-to-do people about society to hopefully get them to like us through throwing these kind of parties and events. And you're kind of just balancing how many servers you have out at a certain time, because after these events they gotta rest and recuperate, so you can't just constantly be sending out your same lady maid. So you're balancing all of that, trying to keep your favor in society moving up, trying to not go into bankruptcy, I guess, trying to maintain this level of status. And it's just like a little fun balancing act and very thematic all the while. So we're gonna just jump right into it. Yeah, we're going bowling. Use her, right? These are the bonuses that I can. Okay, I'm gonna do Daniel Earl of Asquith. I'll do it. And then I can't use it yet, but study village fair planning. So it requires 2 family members. Okay, we just finished playing and I had a lot of fun. I think with like bigger games like this though, you need to get them to the table and play them somewhat regularly, or else you're gonna have to relearn everything every single time. So it kind of took us a while, but there are even like more expansions for this game that I want to play, so definitely need to play it more often so that we can go a little bit faster. But I really like that this game gives you different objectives each time you play, so you can have your own kind of mini game going on and be like, okay, I want to get these types of events to get some more points. And so you have like a different focus and each game feels a bit different. This game was actually pretty close. I thought I was like bungling it because each turn I was like, oh, I should have done this last turn. And it just kept happening. I was like, I don't think I'm doing this well at all. But it kind of shook out pretty evenly. The big deciding factor was that throughout the game, you are also competing for the affection of a Fairchild. And if you have enough of a specific type of event, then you get them to kind of come join your family for a bit. And I lucked out and got the Fairchild at the end, which gave me 8 points, and I won by exactly 8 points. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, just had a lot of fun playing this. I've been leaning towards a lot of like smaller games lately just because I don't want to spend hours playing. I don't really have that attention span now, but I think especially with this phone-free weekend, I'm just feeling more like in the moment and I'm able to concentrate, and it's just super relaxing and a great way to bond and spend time together. So happy that we decided to pull this one out today. I think we're gonna order some dinner now, and I might just finish up the orchid while we wait for the dinner to come, or actually we're gonna pick it up because it's not that far. So let's get to Lego building. My fingers kind of hurt after building those Legos because the pieces are so small, and poor hands, they've got some like wintertime eczema going on, so it would kind of scratch up against, and I was like, this is kind of a painful art. But yeah, let's go make that orchid. I'm so excited. I just finished and I just put in the like mulch. It's just like a whole bunch of brown Lego pieces, and I was ready to like strategically place them. They were like, just dump them in. You're done. I can't believe that's it. It is so beautiful. I want a million more now. I don't know. I'm so happy. I had an orchid for about 5 years and unfortunately it died. So this will be my new orchid in memory of it. And I love it. I can't wait to place it now in my apartment. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this phone-free weekend. My brain feels so good right now, and my eyes as well. They're not just strained by staring at my tiny, tiny screen. I feel awesome. So thanks again for hanging out with me and watching this video, and I will see you super soon. Bye!